Our applicant tracking system, Qandidate. The applicant tracking system that we use is called Qandidate. When you first open your email, you will have an invitation to Qandidate. Please accept this invitation and set up your profile to the best of your ability. Let's look at the Qandidate site now. When you log into the Qandidate applicant tracking system, this is where it will take you, your dashboard. And as you can see up here, there's a dashboard, there's a vacancies tab, there's an applications tab, there's a talent pool tab, a calendar tab, and a web shop tab. Also, you can add a vacancy here and then change your profile here. Here is my profile. On yours, invite users will not be there. Now this is I have this in test mode, and we'll look down here. You can check in the process where your applicants are, if they have applied, been introduced, or submitted to a client interview, maybe offer mode, they're on hold, they were rejected, or they were hired. You can also add a new vacancy down here. A vacancy is a job order, and that's what we're going to look at right now, how to add a new job order or vacancy. You can either click this button or click this button up here, or go to vacancies to add one. So we are just going to click this button, and it brings us here. So our internal vacancy title is test job order, and what we would put here is the title of your job order. So if it was operations manager or human resources manager or restaurant general manager, you would put that here. The recruiter who you want, where I'm just going to pick myself, and your job category, whatever job category that may be, we're going to call this banking and or insurance. Whatever category your job order is, you would select that. The region is the United States, and the level of education, we're just going to call that a bachelor or graduate degree. Communication language, we do want to select English, and just go ahead and click next. That will bring you to these boxes here. The minimum amount of hours, you don't necessarily need to put anything in there. I like all boxes full, so we're just going to put 40 in these boxes. Salary indication, you don't really need to put there. The fixed job location, the country is the United States. The fixed job location here, I'll just go ahead and click no, and that takes everything out. You want to put your location in there. We'll go ahead and put Charlotte, North Carolina, and then a vacancy text here. This is where you would put your job description. That's where you would go ahead and put your job description. So we will just keep that in there. Any keywords that you want to put down here, it will populate these for you based on what you put in here up here, where the category was. So the sector it's in recruitment. The job level, we'll just say it's management. The sector is not recruitment, it was banking and finance. So, and if this is a contract job or what it is, but this one thing here, this would not be a contract job. You don't need to put anything in here as long as it's not a contract job. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit, it's an internal vacancy, no, so we're going to go and hit save. And that is how you enter a job order. Now if you go back to your dashboard, you'll see it right here, test job order, Charlotte, North Carolina. So that is exactly how we enter a job order. Now let's go and enter a candidate. So we click on the job order, we go back to dashboard, and we click on the job order that we just put in, and we have all of our information right here. Nobody's in the mix yet. We haven't put any candidates in, so let's go ahead and put a candidate in. Now, how do we source this candidate? We can track that, but let's just say he applied through our website, which is an internal application, and his gender is male. You don't need to put that down there, but we're going to call him John Public. His country is the United States. Here's where you could put his house number, you could put his street number, his location. I don't know if you need to put any of those at. His email address you do need, so we're going to call it john@me.com. His telephone number you do need. We'll put his language, English. Highest level of education, might as well, it just takes a second to go ahead and put that in there. How many years of experience does he have? Just takes a second to go put that in there. And his cover letter and or resume. Now here, where it says CV, which is the same thing for resume, you can put upload. So CV, you can upload the resume, and it uploads it for this candidate, so then you can save it, and when he is rejected, or when you put the disposition of this candidate, here, it will automatically add this candidate to the talent pool, which is our database. So as you can see under this vacancy, if we go back to the dashboard and we hit test job order, which is the job order that we just put in, or vacancy that we just put in, and we can go down to candidates and see our candidate that we had just entered, and you can see his profile, and it will generate some questions for him if you like. But that is the basic way of how to enter a job order and to enter a candidate. Going forward, we do have more training for candidate, but that is the basic way to use candidate and the way that we need to track job orders and track candidates. If you have additional questions about Candidate, you can watch a selection of training videos at the link provided below. In our next module, we will discuss the Skyline Recruiting Solutions social media.